It's the new season and I'm going to be walking to every Premier League club in London on Don Robbie's Football March to raise awareness and money for Prostate Cancer UK. I'm going on the ultimate scouting mission to find out what our London rivals have got in store this season. I'll be giving my passion a football purpose by supporting one of my favourite charities, Prostate Cancer UK. Did you know that prostate cancer is the most common cancer in men? 1 in 4 black men will get prostate cancer, and that's double the risk of white men. Don Robbie's Football March is about raising funds to find better tests and treatments to save men's lives. So how can you help? Keep an eye out for the updates, share my stories about my challenge, and sponsor me to help me save men's lives. Search Don Robbie's Football March on Just Giving or check out the links in my bio. I can't wait.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Robbie with me. We've just beaten Lyon 2-0 at the Emirates Stadium. Let me ask everyone that's at the studio.
I just know that scaffolding up there, you know, I didn't
the
know
whole thing.
I was thinking, yeah.
We did a preview the other day. I was like, Ro, what happened? What's going on there? Yeah, doing some renovation works. But let's go straight into it. First question. Are we ready for the start? Are we ready and why?
Oh, that's the question I've been asking everybody.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Right. And
stop stealing my questions, man.
It's actually a great question because, right, that's the whole point of pre-season, to get you ready for that first game of the season. And I think we're ready. I think we're ready. I think the pre-season's been good. I think it's been tough teams that we played. When I saw it on paper, I was like, hey, there's no sort of MLS All-Stars or a couple of those teams. Went straight in. Bournemouth, very competitive game, which we played well in. Then you had the Man United, Liverpool. You know, we lost Liverpool but beat Man United. Yeah. Good competitive games. And then the 2 games here, you know what I mean? Leverkusen, invincible team last season, and Lyon, who finished off the season really strongly in France. So very, very competitive games, very, very good tests. And I think we look ready. In every single one of those games, we were the team on the front foot, even against Liverpool. Yeah. We were the team on the front foot, we were the team dominating. We got done a couple of times on the counter. But I think those were very good tests, and I think you look at Arsenal, we look ready. We look ready for the first game of the season. You know,
how does it differ, Robbie?
I would like to have seen Timber, because to me, he in the first couple of games he looked outstanding. Yeah. And for me, my ideal back four going into that first game would be Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, right? Because he looked outstanding, but I don't know if he's had this little foot injury,
weight bearing injury,
disguising it up. I don't know. I'm hoping it's nothing. He's come back from a long injury, so they've got to manage him. But he looked
top.
Unreal.
He has looked top through the pre-season.
Well, we're looking ready. You know what I mean? Brought in Calafiori, the back strong, and going into them first games, you want a solid defence. So yeah, we're looking ready.
How does
signings?
That's what everyone keeps saying. Strikers, signings. How does it differ, Robbie, from the last pre-season? Because it feels different, but some fans I think I've spoken with seem very optimistic for this season. But how does it differ from last season, this pre-season?
I think you see the team now look very confident going into games. You know what I mean? You can see that those players know they're good, and they know they're a top team, and in every game they're on the front foot against teams. So, and in every game they're playing, you can see that there's a bit of fear in the other teams. They're like, oh, it's Arsenal. You know what I mean? So that's where it's different. They've got a lot of confidence. They've got a little swagger about them, and they're going to need that. I was chatting to a couple of people earlier. Yeah. 15 points off the first games. I think, listen, hold on, slow down. That's a very, very tough start that Arsenal got. I don't think people are checking out properly.
But the error for margin is you can't. I know it's a big ask, but
3 of the most toughest. If you look on an Arsenal calendar, 3 of the toughest away games that we can possibly have in a season come in those first 5 games. Villa away, they've been strengthening. Yep. They've got a very good side. Spurs away, they've strengthened, always difficult. I know we went there last year and we pumped them, we beat them the season before, but it's always tough when you go there. And City away, which is the hardest away game in the league. So that's 3 of the first 5 games. Personally,
what points do you want?
Listen, if what Lee was saying, we get 15 points off of those first, I think we'll win the league.
Okay.
If we maximum points off of those games with 3 difficult away games like that, I think more realistically I'd take a couple of draws in there and 3 wins. I'll be happy with that. But it's a tough start.
Yeah,
but the team looks ready. We look ready.
I spoke to a City fan. He said City start slow to the season, so
they do.
It might be it's a good time we're catching them in early on.
Yeah, but that's not early. That's not, like you need to catch them like next week, right? That's going to be like it's after an international break, sort of mid-September. Yeah. That's not early. You know what I mean? That'll be a tough game. There's no doubt at all. It will be. And so it's a hard start for Arsenal. We have to remember, I know we're looking good, we're looking sharp, we're looking ready, without a doubt. But it's a tough start. Let's go
to the game today. I would love to know everyone's answer to this. Out of the Lyon and Bayer Leverkusen game, which game was the harder?
They're both easy. I mean,
whoa! They're both easy.
I think Arsenal dominated both games from start to finish.
No, pick which one was out of the two. Which one was harder for Arsenal? Do you think?
Probably today. The other night we destroyed Leverkusen.
Yeah, we conceded against Leverkusen.
Yeah, but that was only when we changed up everything and a couple of idiots came on at the back. We absolutely destroyed. It could have been more. Whereas today, I thought was in total control today. Lyon defended better than Leverkusen.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple of times they defended really well. We should probably have scored more goals. We was a bit wasteful with some of our chances, but both games were pretty easy for us. We're confident at the moment, especially here. And the preparations, particularly for here, very smart to play those last 2 games here at the Emirates. And I do think, I get the feeling they'll play a behind closed doors friendly during the week as well. But we're ready. We're ready for that first game against Wolves.
Okay, let's look at Calafiori. I know you kind of mentioned him at the beginning of the fan cam. Just briefly, some fans I spoke with just while I was around here said about he looked a bit out of touch playing left back. Do you agree with that, or you just think it's his
first game, man? He looked all right. I thought he looked all right. You know what I mean? He had a good little bit of pace on him, some nice touches, bit of good defending. Weren't on very long, innit, really, for us to see much of him. It's going to be a player that's going to have to grow into the team, but there is no doubt in my mind that is a top quality signing we've made. He can play centre back, as we saw him playing for Italy in the Euros. He was one of the best defenders in the Euros, and that was even before I knew we were trying to sign him.
Yeah.
So that's an outstanding signing. You can see over in Italy, like, they're upset that he's gone abroad.
Yeah, agreed.
They wanted to keep him in the division because he's one of the most important players in that Italian league, and he's really, when we spoke to him over in Philadelphia, you could see he said he's excited to play it. So it's a great signing, but we need more.
Oh, we need more. Let's talk about the defense line, Saliba and Gabriel, because in the US, in the States, we were missing that partnership. But seeing them today, 2 goals. Again, we're scoring goals from set pieces, which we were the set piece masters last year. And those 2 are brilliant. And Stricto said that he feels they're the best centre-back pairing in the world. Yeah.
And when he first said it, I was like, yeah, bro, slow down. But then when I started to think about what he was saying,
partnership,
probably apart from you and Rudiger, Militao Rudiger. He looks like Militao. Right? But apart from them 2, he's probably right. I mean, that's a great pairing, and they're important for us this season.
100%. Who was your standout today, Robbie? Like, for Arsenal, who was the standout player?
Standout player for me today was Zinchenko. I thought he played really well, man. Some of the crosses he put in, we should have scored more goals.
But you wouldn't start him on the first game of the season. If Timber was fit, he was going to throw Timber straight back in there.
If Timber's fit, he started because he's a better defender. But I thought
it's
Zinchenko.
Wolves, though, at home.
To me, the way I saw Timber playing, I'd start him. But I thought Zinchenko was excellent today and on the Leverkusen game. But I thought he was brilliant today. Yeah. Some of the things he did, the passing, the confidence, he was really good.
Yeah, I'm surprised you went with. You said Zinchenko's your favourite player. I'm surprised you're still sticking with Timber. Even if he's announced that he's fit for the game against Wolves, you'd think Zinchenko, the past 2 games, has been really good.
Probably be Zinchenko who starts. But if everybody's fully fit for me, Timber. I like what I've seen from him so far. And he's really impressed pre-season, but I'm a bit worried that, the last 3 games now, he hasn't figured it. So he won't start next week.
Who would play in the 9 for you come Wolves, against Wolves? Is it Havertz, is it Jesus?
Havertz.
Havertz to start, yeah? For you, not for what Arteta is going to go with, for what you want to see against Wolves, would you put Havertz over Jesus?
That's a good question, man.
Well, that's my job. That's why you employed me, bro. I mean,
Havertz.
Still, okay.
Start, yeah.
Okay.
Start again.
Yeah, some people saying just about. Yeah, people. It is a tight one. It is a tight
Yeah.
one. It is a tight one. And then lastly, obviously the youngsters. It was nice to see Ethan Wanieri and Miles
He was
Lewis-Skelly.
excellent.
Again, they seem like they're the ones that are being pushed to be in this squad.
Wanieri, for me,
he
he now is ready to start for Arsenal.
Small.
Maybe not start. When I say start, to be part of the Arsenal squad this season. When he come on today, he's brilliant again. Brilliant the other night. Brilliant the whole pre-season. He's been confident. Doesn't look out of place at all at this level. I think it's a star in the making. Absolutely. Lewis Skelly's brilliant as well. But Wanieri, out of all of them, looks like he's ready right now, and I think he's going to have a big part to play this season. So I'm really excited to see him. We were talking about new signings and that, but I'm excited to see what Wanieri can do in first team football this season, because he looks ready.
And then finally, we've done all the pre-season games. The feeling right now for, can Arsenal go on and win the league? Are City going to do a 5-peat? Or is it going to be Arsenal's year? Where are you at right now? Is there a different feeling to what you had last pre-season when we lifted the Community Shield? I know you was confident then, to be fair, but do you think this has to be our year, or you just don't know yet?
You don't know, but I do feel that Arsenal can win the league this year. I really do. I think if we go out there and get an attacking player in, whether it be a striker or whether it be a wide player that's going to, be another threat, I think if we would have got Nico Williams, I would be quite confident Arsenal could win the league. And I would have liked us to have got Neto. I mean, I know
that one. That must have hurt you, because you was calling for him for
Arsenal
time.
didn't even look at him this summer. I'm just hoping that they've got someone else in mind that they can bring him, because we do need backup for Saka. That's one position. Saka's brilliant, looks ready, even though he's had limited games. But what if we get an injury to him? So I'd go out there, I'd invest heavily in either a wide player or a striker. If we get that in, I do think we can win the league. We just fell short last year. The season before, is that inexperience that cost us. The team's confident now. They know what they've got to do. I do think we can win the league. We were better than City last. We should have won it last year, I'm being honest.
Agreed. No, that's
but
fair.
Again, it's just that now it's the City that got them over the line. I think this team's ready now to do it. I really do.
Let's hope so. Thank you.